Chapter 6 Social Responsibilities of Business and Business Ethics. Social responsibility of business. It refers to its obligation to take those decisions and perform those actions which are desirable in terms of objectives and values of other society. That means there will be some responsibilities for every business for helping a society. That is social responsibilities of business. It's not compulsory, but we have to do for our society when we are earning profit in that society. Concept of social responsibilities. Social responsibilities of business deals with taking those decisions and performing those actions that benefit to society, like building schools, protecting environment, giving scholarship, educating consumers. Corporate social responsibility. It is a concept whereby organizations consider the interest of social by taking responsibilities for impact of their activities on customers, suppliers, employees, shareholders, communities and other shareholders as well as the environment. So in order to survive in the market, we need to undertake some responsibilities for our society. Need of social responsibilities. Need of social responsibilities of business arise both because of firm interest of society. They argument both for against social responsibilities. There will be for and against social responsibility. We'll discuss about that. First one is argument of social responsibility. Justification for existence and growth. Business provides human satisfaction from goods and services. It always have main intention of making profit. Growth of business is possible only through continuous service to the society. In order to give justification for our existence in this society as a business, we need to provide some services. That is our responsibility towards the society. Long-term interest of a firm. If the firm can gain more profit in a long term in society, there are members that include workers, consumers, shareholders, government officials. When these people knows that they are not serving best to them, they will withdraw the cooperation. We need to ensure that these community worker, consumer, shareholders, government officers, other with the best service towards society that will satisfy the consumers or customers or workers, shareholders, that will improve the business in the long term. Avoidance of government regulation. Government limit the freedom of a business. Business can reduce limit of a government control. By giving service to the voluntarily, we can reduce the government limit or government control, because when we are serving to a society as volunteer, government will support the business. Maintenance of society. People feels that they are not getting what they need from the business. They may involve in anti-social activity. It harm interest of a business. So we need to create awareness in the society in order to maintain the society in a balanced way. Availability of resource with a business. Institution have valuable financial and human resource which can be effectively used for solving business problems. Have a managerial talent and capital resource supply by years of experience. It helps to solve a problem better. Converting problem into opportunities. Business is a very challenging when they convert the business problem into profitable situation. This helps a society to easily solve the problems and also effective use the situation by accepting a challenge. Next point, better environment for doing business. Society have diverse, complicated problems. It may have little chance of success. It lead to social illness. A society with a few problems provides better environment for firms or company to conduct its business. Holding business responsibilities for social problem. It is argued that some of the social problems have either been created or been perpetuated by a business enterprises themselves. Environmental pollution, unsafe workplace. Therefore, the moral obligation of business to get involved in solving these problems instead of merely expecting the others solving agency. Argument against the social responsibility. Violation of profit maximization objective. Business exists only for the profit maximization and it is against the social responsibility objective. In fact, business can best fulfill the social responsibility in the maximum profit through increased efficiency and reducing cost. In the other word, business is exist for making profit, but here in social responsibility we need to serve a society, we need to have a good relationship with the consumers. In order to do that, we need to maximize the profit by increasing the efficiency and reducing the cost. Burden on customers. Population control, environmental protection are very costly. It required more financial investment. Simply shifting the social responsibility burden on consumer by charging high price on goods and services. Sometimes business will charge high price or high rate of services for their customers because of they will add the cost which is spent by the company for social responsibilities. Lack of social skill. All social problems cannot be solved like a business problem. Businessmen don't have enough training or idea to solve social problems. Lack of board public support. Public in general does not like business involvement in society program. Therefore, business can't operate successfully because of lack of public corporation to solve the social problems. Reality of business responsibilities. Threat of public regulations. Today, governments are expecting to act welfare states whether they have to take care of all sections of society. If business institutions operate in society irresponsive manner, action will be taken to regulate and safeguard people interest. The state of public regulation is one important reason due to which business enterprises feel concerned with the social responsibility because they have a fear of government interference in the business. Pressure of labor movement. When compared to last century, the labor are becoming more educated and powerful. From the labor movement, they are getting more and more powerful for the business. This force business enterprises to pay their dues regarding the benefit instead of following the policy of hire and fire. Business institutions are giving more respect towards the labor society or labor welfare. Impact on consumer consciousness, that is Jagruti. Development of education and mass media are increasing competition in the market. This made consumer aware consumers of his right. The principles of let the buyer be aware has been substituted by customer is a king. Now the way is changed. Usually it was like buyer be aware, but now customer is a king. Development of social standard for a business. No business can be done separately from society. Society will permit business to exist and growth. Finally, society stands based on the society. The business function will be determined. Development of business education. More and more people are aware of social purpose of a business. Educate people as a consumer, investor, employees or owners has become more sensitive towards social issues. Relationship between social interest and business interest. They are not opposite each other. They must move towards, and they are forgetting the society harassment of a business won't grow. Instead of social service will improve the business for longer time. This too has been known as a business person. Development of professional managerial classes. Nowadays, universities are creating separate management and professional courses for a business. These professionals have been view own business instead of following profit objective. These professions are more interested in satisfying interested growth in the society. This helps to run the business successfully. Kinds of social responsibilities. In that, economic responsibility. Business enterprises is basically an economic based, therefore its primary social responsibilities is economic, that is produce goods and services that society wants and sell them at profit. Legal responsibilities. Every business has to run under the law. Since law is good for society, they has to follow rules and regulation. If business institution is following government law, that says enterprises well responsible towards society. Next, ethical responsibility or moral responsibility. It includes a behavior of the firm that is expected by society. It's not mentioned in the law. For example, religious sentiment are hurting in advertisement. For an ad, Dhoni was represented as a god and holding a shoe in one hand. So it hurts religious. So these kind of statement will affect the society. Discretionary responsibility, that means voluntarily. This refers to purely an enterprise's volunteer obligations that an enterprise assumes, providing charitable contribution to educational institution and helping in earthquake or flood affected people. Social responsibility towards different interest group. Responsibility towards the shareholders or owners. Business enterprises has responsibility to provide a fair return to the shareholders or the owners by giving accurate and full information about a company's schemes and its capital. Responsibility towards the worker. Management should try to create a right kind of working environment so that they can win management. It should also be ensured that the worker getting a fair wage from management. Responsibility towards the consumer. Supply of right quantity and quality of goods and services to the consumer at reasonable price. The enterprises must take proper precautions against a fake product, poor quality, lack of service, and they should not mislead or dishonest of advertising. Customer has right to know the information of product. Fourth one, responsibility towards the government and community. And enterprises must respect the law of a country and pay tax regularly and honestly. It must protect a natural environment and should avoid bad influence, smoky chimney or ugly building, dirt working condition. It should develop a proper image in a society. Business and environment protection. The environment is defined as total man surrounding, including both natural and man-made surrounding like water, air, raw material. Environment pollution refers to injection of harmful substances to the environment which can change the physical, chemical, biological and harms life of human and other species. Causes of pollution. Among various sources of pollution, industry is a major generation of waste in the term of both quantity and poisonous. Mainly, many business enterprises has been responsible for causing air, water, land and noise pollution. Types of air pollution. Air pollution is mainly due to carbon monoxide emitted by automobiles, smokes and other chemical form of production factory. Pollutes the air. It has created a hole in ozone layer leading dangerous. Water pollution. Business enterprises has been dumping chemical and waste into river, lakes. It leads to death of animals and dangers to human life causing it water pollution. Land pollution. Dumping poisonous waste on land causing the land pollution. This damages the quantity of a land and making it unfit for agriculture. Noise pollution. Noise pollution is caused by a factory. Automobiles is not only case. Sound is also harm to health by noise pollution. It affect ears, heart, mental imbalance and other disease. Need of pollution control. It need to prevent the environment resource and improve the environment quality. It also benefit the humans and improve health of a people and environment. First point, need of pollution control. Reduce the health hazard. This is an increased evidence that the many diseases like cancer, heart attack and lungs complications are caused by pollution in the environment. Reduce risk of liability. It is possible that is held liable to pay compensation to people affected by liquid and solid waste which has released into environment by industry or factory. Therefore, it is good for the business institution installing a pollution control device in a factory to reduce the risk of liability. Cost saving. Pollution control program is costly when compared to installing anti-pollution method while production of goods. Improved public image. As society become increasingly aware of environment quality, from policy and practice of controlling waste will be increasingly influence people attitude towards the perform working method. This create a good image in public about a company. Other social benefit. Pollution control result in many other benefit like clear visibility, cleaner building, better quality life and availability of natural product. Role of business in environmental protection. Since the quality of environment importance for all of us, whether it is a government, business, enterprises, consumer, worker or any other members of society, some of the specialized stuff which can be taken by business enterprises by a top management of enterprises has to create, maintain and develop work culture, environmental protection and pollution prevention committee. It develops work culture, environment protection and it helps for pollution prevention. ensuring the committee to environmental protection is shared through the enterprises by all division and employees, developing clear-cut policy and procedure for purchasing goods, quality raw materials, employing superior technology, using scientific techniques of disposal and treatment of waste, and developing employees' skill for purpose of pollution control, following with the law and regulation as per the government for prevention of pollution, participation in a government program regulating to management of dangerous substance, cleaning up of polluted rivers, plantation of trees, periodical assessment of pollution control program in term of cost and benefit so as to increase the process with respect to environmental protection, arranging educational workshop and training material to share technical information and experience with suppliers, dealers and consumer to get the activity involved in pollution control program. Business ethics. Ethics is considered with what is right and what is wrong in human behavior judged on the basis of socially determined standard of behaviors. Business ethics concerns itself with relationship between objective practice and techniques and the good society. Ethics is important for every business. Element of business ethics: top management commitment. Top level management has important role in guiding the overall organization towards ethical good behavior to achieve result. The chief executive officer, CEO and other higher level management need to openly and strongly committed to ethical behavior. This helps develop value of organization. Publication of code. The principle of conduct for the whole organization in the form of written document. It is referred to a code. It generally covers product safety and healthy, quality, safety, workplace and also fair selling or marketing practices and financial reporting. Establishment of complaint mechanism in order to ensure that the actual decisions and actions following within the firm ethical standards, paying attention to values and ethics, recruiting and hiring, training, auditing regularly to analyze the degree of complaint, involving employees at higher level, working employees at different level who implement ethics policies to make an ethic business reality before their involvement in ethic program become must. Measuring results. Measuring result all through it is difficult to accurately measure the end result of ethical program that can certainly audit and monitor. Thank you.